Hey, Brando Figure here. What we have here is Mezco 112 Collective Dr. Doom. I gotta say, as soon as I took this figure out of the box, I could feel its hefty weight, and it feels premium already. What we see behind him are his accessories, so this is going to be a long video. Throughout this review, I'm going to cover size, comparison, articulation, poses, cloth, sculpt, paint, alternate accessories, then score. At the end of the video, I'll talk about the value. Without further ado, let's get him off the stand and get started on size and comparisons. Okay, let's get started with size. He scales almost 7 inches. That's pretty crazy. Hold on, let me... Okay, so he's almost 7 inches. Now let's start with size comparison. Firstly is the McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. What we got here on the left is the glow-in-the-dark Green Lantern, and on the right is Arkham City Batman. One on the left is classic Wonder Woman, and the one on the right is Flashpoint Barry Allen Flash. Now, Marvel Legends' turn. What we got here on the left is Marvel Legends Target exclusive Black Widow. And the one on the right is Peter Parker that came in a 2-pack with Smythe. Left is Ben Reilly's Spider-Man. Right is the Hood. Now with the much bigger characters, the one on the left is Sentry, and the one on the right is Radioactive Man. Dr. Doom seemed to scale pretty good with these two. Now on to Mezco. The one on the left is Modern Wonder Woman, and the one on the right is Superman, but with a custom costume made from Toy Wally. And lastly, Mafix. The one on the left is Hush Batman. The one on the right is Hush Superman. Now I want Dr. Doom to stand alongside two of my favorite supervillains who wear capes. The one on the left is Shredder, and the one on the right is Magneto. The left is the one made from Hasbro, and that is the Morphin version. The one on the right is Mafix Classic Magneto. If I take the helmet off, you can see that his head is a little smaller. It's actually it's pretty much in scale with the body. So this is his little helmet. And you can put this on or off. So as you can see the scale of the head is actually pretty good. You know, when it comes to Mezco, their heads are always so huge, but it's not the case with this Doomsday, Dr. Doom. It's just because his mask is so big, and it snaps on like this. See? Now it looks a little bigger. I like this mask, this updated look. I think it looks better, personally, for me. Okay, let's start with articulation. Now, I'm gonna have to take the cape off and the mask off so I can show the full range of all the articulations. So, let's do it right now. Okay, let's start with the head. Head looks up this far, down this far, side to side this far, full 360, Now, let's go with the shoulders. Shoulders, they go up this far. And they touch their hips this far. Right? Pretty straight down, that's good. And bicep swivel, full 360. Hands go this far, right? And this far, and then it goes this way and this way. This far, this far. Now, let's go with the elbow joints. The elbows, let me hold this so you can see the full range. The elbow is going this far. That's it. So let's do it again. This is double jointed elbows. I'm moving it, moving it. That's it. That's the full range. It stops right there. It's because of the sculpt. See? The sculpt is preventing it, so it's not letting the wrist get closer to the shoulder. So that's as far as you can go. And it acts like single jointed elbows. Oh yeah, about that promo shot that you saw with him crossing his arms, he can't do that. He does not have butterfly joints in this area. No butterfly joints. So he can't, and he has no swivel at the bottom, at the elbows. So he can't do the arm cross. So, as you can see here, it's preventing it because of the sculpt. It's not letting his arms go further this way, right? Now, when I try to do the arm cross, this is as far as you can go. That's it. So the promo shot was misleading. Now, let's go with the chest. The diagram cut, the chest, it goes, okay, the ab crunch, it goes this far, right? Let me move this arm so you can see. That's it. So, there's that, and then, that's it. So it goes down this far and arches backwards this far. That's it. Now, can you do side to side? This one fell off. Hold on. Can you do side to side? A little bit. Very little. Like barely anything. Very little side to side. Now, the swivel. You can only go this far. Let's do it again. The other side. That's it. So be careful with the ball joint in here. You can pop it off because the ball joint in there is plastic, it's not metal. So just try to be careful with it. So anyway. Now you can see the sculpt underneath the skirt. It's completely sculpted. That is really interesting. So anyway, so you can see right here, he has ball jointed hip joint, right? And he has a swivel inside the thigh. So if I pinch on the ball joint, you can see it does have a swivel there. See? So his legs go out the sides this far. So yeah, that's his split. Goes that far. And his legs can touch it. touch, he can touch his legs together. He can close his legs together. That's very good. Very good articulation there. I'm really happy about that. That looks good. And then, what else? Oh, it's a swivel, thigh swivel, and he kicks up. Let's see, he kicks up this far. That's the farthest. It feels heavy though, because it's die cast. This is the farthest he can go. And now, this is double jointed knees, but much like the elbows, it acts like single jointed. So this is as far as you can go there. That's it. That's the furthest. And now, let's talk about the feet. The feet, okay, let's go on the side. The feet go up this far, down this far, up, down, up, down. That's it. And a swivel, it goes this far, and this far. He cannot do full 360 because of the sculpt of the ankles. Right? But good thing about these feet is they do have ankle pivot. They have wide range of ankle pivot, which is pretty good. And this far. So it goes this far, and it goes this far. This far, and this far. So that's good. Now that we covered the articulation, now I gotta make him look badass again with all the cape and the mask and everything. Now let's do some poses. Okay, let's talk about cloth. Now, the hoodie is wired, right? So it's wired all the way around here. And you can, it looks the best when you pinch it on the sides to make it into the triangle shape. So it looks like it's laying directly on top of his head. You know, if you leave it like this, it looks goofy, right? So make sure you make it look like this, maybe even flip it over like that, and it looks like a real hoodie that covers his head. So now let's talk about the cape. Okay, this cape is amazing because these discs, they're magnetic. See? That is really awesome. So, and you can take it off very easily. It's easily removable. So you can take it off like that or leave it on. Now, about the cape. The cape is not very big, and that's good. I really like that personally. But I wish this cape is wired at the bottom, so I can have full control of the cape. But it's okay. I do like it. It feels like this material, it just wants to stay flat like this. So if I try to go like this, it just go back to their normal position. See, if I go like this, right, it just goes back. I feel like if they added the wires here in the middle and the wire at the bottom, it will stay in place. Now, you can see the stitching here is stitched on top of, I mean, it's just one layer, so it looks really good with the black on the inside. I like that actually. So it was a good idea on their part, and I like the fact that they stitched the bottom too. See? So it looks clean and not, you know, all messy. So I like that. Yeah, even the top of the cape is stitched. So that's very nice. I'm thankful about that. What else? Yeah, you can see the stitching here running across here. You can see the extra layer of material on top of the other material. So yeah, it's the same material as the cape. And this material feels like soft. You know, it's a soft material. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, now I want to go over Sculpt and Paint. Now, with this, I'm going to start with the head. Really nice head sculpt. Hold on, let me move this up so you can see the head better. This one has a really nice head sculpt. You can see the eyes. You can see the eyes here. Really nice. I like this updated look of the mask. Really nice. And then here's his face behind the mask. The paint application is really, really clean. There's another one that has a more damaged skin on the face. Now, I think this figure has been sculpted by the four Horsemen team. That's the same team that worked on Mythic Legions. So that's all I know. I'm not sure if they sculpted it or it's the tailoring of the costume they did. I'm not sure. Maybe both. I don't know. But either way, it still feels very very nice. It's heavy too. It's quite heavy. The weight of this figure feels as heavy as Doomsday. I mean, if I drop it, you can hear the weight dropping down. So this is almost as heavy as that, actually. So it's not as heavy, but almost. And it's packing some weight, man. Now, let's compare it to like a regular action figure. Now if I drop him, so you hear that? Sounds different. This is lighter. This is heavier. So this feels like 2, maybe 3 times heavier than the Mavix Magneto figure. Now back to the sculpt. You can see it's got armored, and you can see the texture inside the joints. It looks like, I don't know, but it looks like the joints inside, like right here in the metal, those are plastic joints, and the one that's wrapped around the joints, those are metal, die cast. So yeah, oh yeah, I forgot to mention a lot of parts on this body are die cast. The legs are definitely die cast. The feet are die cast. Forearms do feel really hard, so they're die cast for sure. The biceps, yeah, maybe die cast too. Shoulders die cast. The head is die cast. Neck is die cast. Maybe the chest is die cast as well, but I'm not sure because, yeah, I'm not sure. So, yeah. And, oh yeah, the hip joints, they're die cast too. They definitely feel very metallic. They don't feel like plastic at all. So yeah, you can see it runs all the way across. Let me pull up the skirt a little bit, and you can see that this whole body is sculpted underneath the costume. See? They really went all out on the sculpts. These are die cast too. You see chainmail. Yeah, I think they're supposed to be chainmail. So same thing with this one right here. Yeah, I think so. But this one definitely is supposed to come off as chainmail. And then you see the armored design. It looks very, very cool. It's got bolts on there on the sides. You can see the sculpted detail on the bottom. And the belt is really well done. The paint application is really clean. Like super clean. Maybe they added some wash on here a little bit. I can see some shading. Yeah, definitely this got some shading here. See that? Some shading. So yeah. You can see the design around the disc. See that? That's very nice. And there's a chain. This stitch work is really, really clean. And you can see it's also sculpted underneath. Like, I can't pull it off because I don't want to ruin the tailoring of the suit. It looks so nice. But it is obviously sculpted in there. And then went all out, you guys. All out on this. And then see the back of the head. You see the sculpted detail on the back. All the way around. Really nice. Now, yeah, I think that's about it for the sculpt and paint. The paint is, I mean, it's just die cast. I don't think it's really painted, except maybe just plastic parts are painted in like silver. Oh yeah, I forgot to show the back. Same thing with the elbows. You can see it's got some plastic parts here. So the joints inside are, I bet you, the joints inside are very, very complicated. Really nice. Okay, let's talk about alternates. Now we got a bunch of hands. That's the head. Two different versions. So I guess this is the Secret Wars. And this is like the regular version of Doctor Doom. I think this is how he is supposed to look. I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong. This one has this scowl. This one has a neutral head. The detail is nice, very clean paint. You can see the gloss in the eyes, that's very nice. It's awesome. Okay, now let's go over the alternate hands. This one is closed fists. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty hard to swap hands. Okay, this one is the pointing hand, and this is the open palm. But it's only one side is the pointing hand, and one side is the open palm. That's it. I don't know what you call these types of hands. I call them like crunchy hands. And the good thing about those fingers is they're not die cast. I mean, these hands are not die cast. They're softer plastic. So you don't have to worry about breaking them when you put them on. See, you can see how soft these fingers are. So don't worry about it. It's okay. So anyway, yeah, crunchy hand. These are relaxed, open hands. These are open hands with fingers completely spread out. I like those hands a lot. They look awesome. I noticed it doesn't have those, what do you call those? It doesn't have the holes in them. And some hands do. Like for instance, this one has hole, and this one doesn't. So I think that's interesting. Those hands are some kind of like magic spell, where he's casting a spell. Very interesting. And here we got the object holding hands. You can hold something in both hands, which is cool. Lastly, but not the least, he's got the gun holding hand, which is nice. So you can use any gun and have them holding. Very cool. Now we're gonna cover the accessories on the mask. So you take this mask off like this. It's not magnetic. It just clicks on somehow, like onto the nose or something. You can see the one on the left has the slightly open mouth, and the one on the far right is the one with the mouth opened, a little further opened. And this one in the middle is more like an updated look, I guess. More modern version. This is more the classic. I think this one is more the classic. Personally, I like this one more. It's probably my favorite one out of the three. Here's the regular version. I think it looks really good. I think it looks cool. This is the same version, but with the mouth opened a little more. Looks pretty cool. Looks as if he is like yelling or really mad. I like this one the best. Looks like something you would see in a live action movie. Now we're gonna go over accessories. The most daunting part in the video for me. Now what we got here is a little pouch. You see the little detail, I think. Wait. Let me get closer. You can see. Sorry for my fingernails. Look how well it's painted. Look at the buckle. That's crazy. And there's a clip on the back. So basically it goes on the belt. Look how soft it is. So I would try to be careful with that. Let me take this off. Let me take this belt off real quick. And then try to snap this thing on. Yeah, that's much easier. And it should go on the belt right like that. See? And there's a little button here. And you can snap the thing on. I don't like how it's removable, to be honest. I wish it was just permanent. Okay, it's on. Now that's what it looks like. Pretty cool. So he's got the pouch on like that. I don't know what it's for, but it looks cool. So the pouch goes along with the hands, right? So if you want the little pouch, it's in here in this bubble wrap. There's another belt, and it has an extra strap that goes around, right? This is the one that came on the figure. This is the other one. Pretty much the same, it's just a little different. It has an extra strap there. The reason why they did that is so you can put the gun holster right here on this side, right? And it has that little clip in the back, and you can just clip it on. And this gun holster, you see the detail of the gun holster, Just look at the paint. Look how clean that paint is. That's crazy. Even the little buttons here. Man, that is really cool. Now, really cool thing is this opens. And you actually can put a gun in there. So that is just awesome. And it snaps on too. You hear that? That's nice. So now, I'm gonna try this. Just put this on and see what it looks like. Now you can see, he comes with that gun pouch. Ain't that cool? See the gun? It looks like steampunk kind of gun, sorta. Sort of his own thing. It's not a real life gun. It's just something else. Like homemade, it looks like. That's very cool. And the best thing about this is it goes right into the holster. And now you got the gun inside the holster. That is super cool, man. Now he comes with a book. But I don't know how to open it. But look, it's got little pages in there. Little paper pages. And it's not sculpted. Those pages are not sculpted. That's really cool. You can see the detail of the... Looks very nice. It's got hinges here. So it opens. Looks like really old ancient book. But I wonder how to open this thing. I'm afraid to break it, so I don't know how to open this thing without breaking it. Oh. Okay. Okay, so it snaps on, so don't worry if you try to open it a little harder than usual. Okay, it snaps right on, and then it opens. Oh, look at that. Look at all these pages. What? What the hell? They really went all out with this thing. Look at this. It's got some symbols on there. That is crazy. And it's got that little thing, and you strap it on, and it goes like this. That is really cool. Okay, this is the little stand for the book. This is something unique. And you can, it's got joints on there. This one, I think, no way. Yeah, it does move. Yeah, so it does move here. It's ball jointed on this side. Right? And then this is for the book. So it gets like that and comes off very easily. So you just have to push it in and then it stays on, right? Use the clamp on the wrist. You just push it on like there. You push on like that, right? And you can rotate the thing. It's a little tight on this end. So it goes like that. Okay. And then you put the book in like this. And that's how it works. And his book is floating. So that is really cool. Now, these are exhaust effects. Right? These are exhaust effects. So you put that and put that on the baker like so. And there's another one. See, he's flying. Very cool. Okay, so what we got is the gun, right? See the gun? And you put this gun into the gun holding hand. Like this. Now he's legit holding a gun. Ain't that cool? So you use the blast effect. This little tiny thing. Not much bigger than open hands. Like, let's see. You can see the length of it. So you know which one it is. So this is for the gun. You push that in, like with a little peg. Push that inside the gun. Boom. There you go. And he's shooting somebody. Okay. Now you stick these. These are the hands. You see those holes? If you see holes inside those palms, that's where you stick these things in. Like this. You stick it in there like that. You can blast you. Now with the pointing finger, it comes with this. And this time, this one has the hole, right? And you put it directly onto the finger, like so. Now he's pointing the finger. He has that finger power coming straight from his finger. This one has a blast effect as well. And this, I think you need to be careful with this one. Actually, yeah, the fingers go, okay. The fingers go inside actually. So, let's try. No, it's the other way, is it? And there's this effect as well, which is just awesome, man. No, he comes with like this sorcery effect, right? He's casting a spell, so you have to move the hand first, and then you slide this in, and then you put the hand back on. So basically, you slide it on first, and then you put the hand on, right? So that's how it works. So that's the blast effect, the sorcery effect, where he's casting a spell, like Doctor Strange. Now he comes with electrical effect, right? And they go on to the crunching hands. These crunchy hands. And this one has no holes in them. So what you do is just push this in, because this has soft plastic. It's softer, so you don't have to worry about breaking it. So you put this in, and it's just like that. Actually, this side has a hole, but the other side doesn't. So that's interesting. And you just push that in. He's got those open, spread out hands with fingers spread out, right? And he's got another one with the same type of hands, but it's got electrical parts coming out of the fingers. These things look awesome. This one here is the power siphon. They look pretty sweet. You can see all the, I mean, that's a lot of detail. I don't know what it is, but it looks cool for sure. So I suppose he holds these handles. Now you have to put batteries in here. This is where the batteries go. Now, in order to open it, you just simply pull it open like this. Okay? You take it off, and then you open another one. You pinch the top right here, pinch it down, and open it. Like that. And you can see the battery compartment here. You put the batteries. Okay, let's turn it the other way. Put the batteries. You place this battery this way. See, there's a circular part inside the battery and the blank part on the other side. So the blank part is the bottom and this part is the top. So you put this in like this on top of the spring. Okay? So you put two more in there and it should be on. So put one more here. And then last one, you just slide it in. There you go. Now that's what it looks like, right? Then you put this little piece, little door, put this back in. See the top part? And then the bottom. So you put top part on the bottom right here. So first, you put this one in first, right? Push that in like that. And then this, see the thing that sticks out and nothing here? So this one goes in here. And you just push it, you squeeze it, and it will close. Wait. There you go. Now it's on. Now you turn it around and you push this button right here. No, wait. Open the compartment. Oh, that's right, of course. And you see the on and off switch right here. Turn that on. There you go. Now it's on. Okay. So now, you turn this, you push this button, and now it is on. Ain't that cool? So it goes, so it can be any button, this side or this side. You turn it off, turn it back on. Turn it off, turn it back on. So it goes both ways. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. It's the HUD projection. See? So with this, you put it on top like this right here. Just push it in. Wait, it should be other side. Okay, this thing falls out really easily, so just push it, just put it in like this. Wait, it goes this way. It goes right in. Like that. So that's That's the HUD projection effect. Okay, now here is the power siphon that's placed on the Dr. Doom. You can see that he has the object holding hand, right? Both sides. And he's holding on the handles. And then this goes into the back, as you can see here. And they plug into the back, right? So I took these off first. These were on there. I took these off. I had to use my fingernails. Use your fingernails right here. And then you just carefully wiggle it off the back, right? And then you put these things in there. And then you can have this thing light up. Hold on. Let me get the projector in real quick. And it's on. Boom. How cool is that? Really sweet. Now, when you're done with this, always remember to turn this off. So again, take the compartment door off and then switch off. And then put it back on. Okay, as you can see, now I took the siphon off and you can see it's got the peg holes in there, right? And you see the peg right here. Okay, so when you put it on, you have to put it on this way, right? See the peg? It has a very specific shape, right? It's not circular, it's like rectangular. So make sure it's placed this way. And you go like that. There you go. You do the same on the other side. There. So when it comes to the little jetpack, you use the sauce effects, the ones that go into his hands. Okay, so these little pegs are smaller. They're smaller. So they go into the holes that are smaller. They fit right on. And you got that. There. And they're propelling him up into the sky. That's pretty cool. Now you take these off, like so. Just wiggle it very carefully, like so. And then you put these back in. There. Got it. Now, put the cape back on. Now he does come with the stand that says Dr. Doom. It's a pretty nice stand. And this is the peg, right? And it plugs right into the bottom of the feet. 1 foot, actually. So you put this on. Like that. He stands up like that. Right? He looks pretty nice. like that. Now he comes with the long arm. It's quite long actually. Yeah, this can be cool. And make sure they're really tight because this guy is heavy. So make sure the joints are really tight so he doesn't fall off. Yeah, that's pretty scary. I wouldn't do it if I were you, but it's here and you have that option. Now, in order to push this out, you use one of these and you push it out, the little peg, and it comes out like that. And then you plug this in it like that. And it's got a stand. And it has a clamp on the end. It rotates. It rotates like this. And it opens. It's really tight, so you have to unscrew it to open it and close it. And it goes this way and this way. And this one goes this way, and it rotates at the bottom. So yeah, there's that. Or if you don't want the long arm, you can simply put this back in. You should just push it back in. And you can have them standing directly on the base. And this figure comes with a bag, and you can put a bunch of accessories in this bag, but I would not recommend it because some paint can stain other paints on other accessories. You know, it will cause some staining somewhere here and there, so I would not recommend that. Just keep all your accessories into like the bubble and just keep them in there. It's best that way, so they stay clean and stay away from being, you know, ruined, like scratched or anything like that. So it's nice to have though. Okay, let's talk about the score. I'm giving this figure the score of 9 out of 10. Why not 10 out of 10? Well, because his articulation points are okay. Not that great. Not enough range in the elbows, knees, feet, and chest area. They have very little range in those areas, and so that's kind of disappointing. Other than the lack of articulation, this figure is actually really nice. It's excellent. It comes with so much stuff. This guy literally feels like a movable, posable statue because of its weight. Cloth goods are nicely tailored, and I do like the cape, but honestly, kind of wish he came with 2 different capes, one that has wires and the one without, but it is still a very, very, very nice figure. I'm telling you, this figure it's just perfect. I'm so happy to have this in my collection, for real. Now, let's talk about the value. Okay, the value of this figure is justified. Yes, $155 retail is steep for such a small figure, but remember that this figure has a bunch of die-cast parts on it, and it has a nicely tailored costume. Not only that, but it comes with so many awesome accessories and so many interchangeable hands. $155 now sounds like a steal. If you want this figure, I suggest you get it as soon as possible. Heck, if there's any pre-order you have that's holding you back from getting this, drop that pre-order and get this one instead. This is worth every penny. I can't guarantee you that this figure will still be around at the retail of $155. I mean, he's still on BBTS, Big Bad Toy Store, but I can't promise you that he'll still be here like 2 months from now. You know what I mean? let's not forget that this is a supervillain that can blend so well in your collection. You can have Doctor Doom go up against Spider-Man, Hulk, Thor, Captain America, pretty much any Marvel superhero you have in your collection. Hey, you can even have him go up against Street Fighter figures. If you think he's too tall, remember that he has always been a big guy in some fighting games. Like, check out the Marvel vs. Capcom or Mugen. You'll see he's a pretty big guy in those games. Well, I hope this long review helps you decide on whether or not you should get it. Thank you for watching, and keep collecting. Oh, and keep posting your action figures. See you next time.